Hi guys, my name is Adrienne and I am a creator of a blog called Laugh, Love, Live Every Day. And it is a blog talking about how to live life to the fullest. Now, the blog is targeted to 20 somethings, just kind of that age of figuring out who we are and what's best for our lives. But it's not exclusive to just 20 somethings. We explore all types of topics: fashion, professional life, career, travel, just living life, just everything that you would need or want to know to live life to the fullest. And today, what I wanted to talk about was actually living life. I know a lot of times, especially for those who are 20 something or beyond, we have the tendency to think of the end goal, the end result, what's going, instead of actually living in the moment. For example, I know as a woman, one thing for me is a lot of people and a lot of my peers and friends are always concerned about marriage. Is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? And we spend and focus so much time on when, if it's going to happen, that we don't look at what to do until it happens. The main thing, like, life is supposed to be lived, supposed to be enjoyed. If we lived our entire lives focusing on an end goal, it would be awful. Like, we would look back over our lives and realize that we didn't do anything because we were waiting on something to happen. I'm sure you've heard the quote, it's not the destination, but the journey. And it's absolutely true. You know, if you focus so much on the destination, number one, who's to say that that destination was even the best place out there? If you focus on the journey, you may end up at a much better destination. So, like I said, especially when it comes to marriage and careers and children, like, let's not focus on that. It's best if we focus on living our lives, doing something that you won't normally do. For example, I'm a big advocate of doing things alone, not for any particular reason, but as I've aged, I've learned that there's no point of waiting for something to happen or for someone to happen. If I want to go see a jazz performance, I'm going to go. I'm not going to wait for someone to invite me or spend an hour or so asking someone to go with me to find out they don't want to go, or whatever the situation may be. So learning how to be with yourself is a very important key, because at the end of the day, the only person you truly have to rely on is yourself. Now, I'm sure, granted, all of us has at least one person we can rely on, but if we're not comfortable with ourselves, why would we be comfortable with other people? So definitely that's one thing that I would say. If you haven't done it, do it. There's nothing wrong with going to the movies alone, having dinner by yourself. And one thing we need to learn too is not even focusing on the destination, is focusing on other people. Because I know that's a lot of reasons why people are focused on the destination, or what's going to happen in life. It's because they're worried about what other people are thinking and what's happening in the lives of others. These are two things that are destined to leave you depressed and constantly wondering what's wrong with me, woe is me. So definitely, like, learning to enjoy life. And there is a speech talking about that, and I absolutely love it. It's by Alan Watts, and it's called Life in Music. And it's really interesting. A friend actually introduced me to this speech, and it pretty much it makes a valid point. It talks about how in music at a time, that I don't know about way back in the day, I assume. But how composers, the best composers, were the ones who played the fastest. So composers would just write an in chord instead of playing the song and listening to the crescendos and the ups and downs of the music. They would go straight to the end. And he also made another point about dancing. When you're dancing, you don't aim at a certain spot in the room, you focus on the dance. And it's something that you all have to listen to. I will definitely put the link to it in my blog post and in the description below. But it is something that I recommend everybody listen to. So I don't want to bore you guys and keep you too long, but I want you all to know that life is what you make it. Don't focus on the end result, the destination. Focus on life, because unfortunately in this day and age, you never know what's going to happen. Tomorrow truly isn't promised. So live today. If this is your last day, would you want to spend it focusing on what should have, could have, would have happened? So I'm going to leave you all with that. As always, if you like what I say, if you don't like what I say, comment, like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also check out my blog, Laugh, Love, Live Every Day. The link to that will also be in the description. And just let me know what you guys think. If you have something else you would like me to talk about, or if you would like to talk about something, definitely let me know. I'm always up for suggestions and comments. So, thank you guys for listening, and hope to talk with you soon.